Great. Hello and welcome to the first annual Carbon Smart Summit. I'm Caroline Klatt, co-founder and COO of Flowcarbon. We, together with our partners at Aptus and a group of amazing sponsors, are thrilled to welcome all of you to a day of in-depth dialogue, learning, and relationship building centered around the voluntary carbon market. I'm going to take a few minutes to set the stage for robust and exciting discussions that we have planned for you. And I will wrap up with some even more exciting housekeeping details for the day. So to set the stage, why are we all here today? Spending time learning about, building in, and investing in the voluntary carbon market, or the VCM for short. There are many reasons, but I'll kick off the day with two of them. First, this is a market mechanism for financing climate mitigation projects. At scale, this market can bring about over 30% of the overall global climate mitigation needed to keep us on the 1.5 degree pathway. Second, this market is growing rapidly and is expected to grow at rates almost unprecedented in other markets, from around $2 billion today to 2030 projections that range from $25 billion to $200 billion globally. The growth rate needs to be supported by enormous institutional investment and infrastructure growth. This combination of enormous climate impact and economic opportunity is almost unprecedented. It's one of the seminal issues of our time, and it's one that inspires and motivates many of us in this room. To begin with, I'll just say, what is the voluntary carbon market? It's a market that has, on one side, incredible projects that are actively removing carbon from the atmosphere or keeping carbon sequestered in the ground. These projects are certified by what we in the market refer to as standards bodies, like Verra and Gold Standard, who then issue credits to the project. The project must then sell these credits for revenue, often to corporate buyers who purchase them as part of their overall decarbonization strategies. In this way, we've created a market-based mechanism for financing global carbon abatement in the absence of strict government regulation. And that's what the voluntary carbon market is about. It's about action. It's about enabling the flow of private capital to climate change projects that otherwise would not happen. Forests are protected because value is assigned to keeping the trees standing rather than cutting them down. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Yet, as we all know, in the past year, the VCM has encountered its fair share of road bumps and a little bit of bad PR as the rubber hit the proverbial road on market expansion. Today, you're going behind the scenes with a remarkable group of experts at this pivotal moment, one in which these challenges are actively being addressed by a tremendous amount of dynamic work, capital, technology, and innovation being brought to bear on the market all at the same time. You will hear from leaders on everything from major integrity initiatives setting quality standards for both credits and their corporate buyers, to innovators working on insurance products, financial market styles rating systems, and enhanced digital infrastructure, to financiers structuring solutions to unlock institutional capital into the market, to project developers creating some of the most cutting-edge removal technologies, to the CFDC chairman, who has been actively starting to focus on the voluntary carbon market. It should be a phenomenally informative day. 2 years ago, Flowcarbon was founded with the vision of bringing technology and scale to this incredibly important and compelling market. Today, we have a 40-person team of seasoned Wall Street professionals, tech engineers, and corporate solutions offering pioneering project finance, project development, and carbon credit portfolio services. And in this room, or registered for today, we had over 1,600 people hoping to join in these conversations, just underscoring the growth in curiosity and interest in this very exciting market. And just before we dive into the day, I will just run through a couple of housekeeping remarks. One, there are many Flowcarbon team members around, and we'd love to meet you. We can be found at a few tables. One table over here, Jennifer raising her hand. Oh, thank you. Look at that. We have a few team members raising their hands, that table in the corner. So please come over and say hi. The agenda is packed, and there are very few breaks in the day. We'll have coffee and refreshments set up outside throughout the day. And lunch will be served both on the 3rd floor and the 4th floor from 12 to 2. Programming is only breaking for 45 minutes at 12:20. So you are welcome to bring your lunch in here then. But when they're programming, please keep all conversation outside or upstairs on the 4th floor. And we do have a very long wait list for this event. So if you are leaving and do not intend to return, please just let them know at check-in and they will release your spot. Thank you. And finally, this day would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors that span Web3, technology, legal, and carbon markets. And so in addition to Aptos, I just want to quickly thank the Climate Collective, Trafigura, Patch, Latham Watkins, Glow Labs, Near Foundation, Micro Energy Credits, Earthhood, Regen Network, Protocol Labs, Verity, and B0. And without further ado, let's get today started. You are in for a treat with your first panel or fireside chat. I'd like to welcome to the stage Dana Gibber, Flowcarbon's CEO, for a fireside chat with Annette Nazareth, chair of the governing body of the Integrity Council for the Voluntary Carbon Market.